No.
Hey, you. I can't even finish the word because there are none. Hey, us. Oh no. Um. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's good. Hey, from the audio realm. Oh no. Right, that's actually live. Okay. Okay. Question is, are we going to have? I mean, I've only used a couple of spells, but I mean, are we going to? Are we going to have a long rest after this, or we're just going? No, we need to dive in. It's like the early morning, isn't it? I imagine you would want a short rest, wouldn't you, Finnick? That'd be good for you.
I'd love a short rest, to be honest with
Yeah.
you.
And actually, if we short rest, I can get one of my high level spells back.
Cool.
So
Okay.
that'd be good. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, it currently is. I mean, it's not early morning. It's 1 a.m. So it's really. I mean, it depends on your view, I guess.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because we jumped off first thing in the morning.
No, you jumped off in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is 1 a.m. first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Because I remember somebody else mentioning it, and I was like, in my head, I was like, it isn't, but I didn't have time to like correct.
Right. Okay.
But let's talk about what happened last time.
Aaron's a dick, and he got what's coming to him.
Fennec. Sorry, before that,
Mhm.
Fennec had a dream, according to my notes, that was really weird. And said something. This voice that was kind of fluctuating from like masculine to feminine tones, according to my notes, and they said something like, "Did you fall or were you pushed?"
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Yeah, don't know what to make of that. I'm sure it's a good portent and not sort of sinister. Yeah, and then tried to visit Ash in a dream, and it wasn't good. And House Lorenda have kidnapped him, which we realised slightly before their dramatic revealing. And we had a really badass moment of Aaron thinking he'd got one off on us by scrolling in the sky. Scrolling in the sky, the same 3 words that were sent to Stan's mother to make her return home. But then ink re-emerged as an eagle. And I think Fennec cast fly on the rest of us. And we went right back up and took over the airship. And it actually went relatively well for us.
Yeah. Aaron is. I think Aaron's conscious now. We've been talking to him. I put up a wall of force.
Mm-hmm.
All of the crew have agreed to let us be and do our thing because Aaron is the only person who can fly this airship.
For the time being, they've allowed you to talk to Aaron. You get a sense that they don't want Aaron harmed, and you get a sense from Aaron himself that he knows that without him, you're just kind of stranded. But yeah, for the time being, you're standing in the kind of next to the wheel of the Watcher, I think it's called. Aaron is tied up against one of the railings. You can see the seething mist below the ship, as if it's an ocean. You can still see the writing on the clouds as well, kind of giving off a slight luminescence there. I believe, Raya, you just brought out the sending stones, or sending stone.
I'm still, I think, down
Mm-hmm.
downstairs, and I just found the sending stone.
Oh, and you've got my little scholar's head with you as well.
Yeah. So, with that, with Aaron just kind of staring at you with a grin, almost challenging you to do your worst, what do you wish to do? By the way, Nyx is not there with you. Nyx apparently went.
No, We cast fly on her as well.
You did, but
But
she
she's-
did not notice
Fair.
all of this happening. So she is somewhere
Oh no.
in the moorland.
Wait, but if
She's
she
not
had
gonna
fly
become
on
our
her,
friend.
she didn't. Oh, she didn't come up. She
She didn't
just
come
went
up.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
All right.
I mean, not the worst thing in the world. Well, I mean,
Well,
she knew the risk coming into the moorland. Anyway.
Yeah.
Imagine that feeling, though.
Yeah, it must be really shit for her. She'll be fine. We'll go find her in a bit. She's flying.
Wait, so did she see us fly off, or did Oh my gosh, she's just lost in the moorlands.
I mean, she knows that she can fly. Like she understands that, but she doesn't know where you went.
Okay. Okay, so it's just Nyx being incompetent again.
Hearing someone above her going, by the way, Stan, her going, wee!
Yeah.
Cool,
Never mind.
cool,
I
okay.
take back all the feelings I just had.
So we're on the deck. Aaron is like on the ground, all tied up with me and Finnick. I've got like one eye on watching all of the like the people. I'm ready to.
The House Lyrandar sailors are all. I mean, it's a motley crew. It's a mix of people: men, women, elves, half elves, dwarves. You met one of them. I think it was named like Thurhill or something. Was the boss of them apparently.
Yeah.
And they are all just keeping an eye on you. Two of them went with Raya downstairs. You can keep an eye on her as well. But it's a tense situation still. Many have lowered their weapons or put away their weapons. Some are still holding on to them.
But some are sitting down.
That's
Some
true.
are
There's
sitting
like
down.
six people who are just blank-faced, unmoving, even though their friends are trying to pull them up. They're just looking down.
Right.
Placid. Happy.
Well, should we discuss terms? What do you wish from me now that you've captured me so gallantly?
You know, I have a piece of feedback for you. I think you could get through words a tad quicker. Anyway, maybe that can be one of the terms.
Get to the point. You were wanting to antagonize us. You have succeeded. But we have captured you and your ship. We are currently looking for answers from you. Why you do such a thing. What do House Lyranda want with Stans, with our comrade?
But there is so little that I know. I must disappoint you again.
Look, we both know that is absolute bullshit.
Why don't you cut this and we can talk further, perhaps in my cabin?
Well, why don't you talk to us, or we tell all of House Lyranda how you squealed like a little pig and told us everything, and then lent us the sending stone and betrayed them all because you're such a little blood traitor.
Or that.
You're all cutting out for me, so it's hard to threaten you while that's happening.
We weren't saying anything. We were silent.
Okay.
I mean, he just doesn't seem to respond to your threats in that way. Like he doesn't seem to be scared. He doesn't believe. I mean, it doesn't seem to believe that you will actually do anything.
Fed.
I'm gonna get Ori, who should be with Raya by now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bud. We're Hey, what's up? It's Finnick. we're I'm speaking through Ori's mouth, by the way.
Just imagining a dragon's just open and just
Hi, headache. Yeah, so maybe you want to come down and help with this interrogation because we're not doing so great.
Yeah, I thought I might quickly try this sending stone I found.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So I guess we'll just keep being ineffective until you're ready. Hey, Ori, come back.
I'm sure
The
you
dragon
might be
flies away.
ineffective.
And then once Ori's back in the room, I'm going to get Ori to sting. What's his name? How many
Okay.
hit points was he on?
I think
roll.
he's on like 1.
Okay, never mind.
He
never mind.
was unconscious. Yeah, that would kill him.
Let's not do that.
Let's cut off his toes.
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. The dwarf, the leader of the crew, or the kind of haphazard design, whoever has just kind of taken charge of the crew, hearing this will step forward and kind of pulls Fennec to the side.
Yeah, what's up?
Look, I get intimidation and all, but as the deal stands, I can't let you harm him.
Okay. Look, that's fair enough. Okay. I also don't think it would do much. He's got a demeanor, doesn't he? Do you have any ideas?
You could let my boys stand up again.
Oh. Yeah, they can stand up.
Can they? Do you finish the spell?
Oh. I let your boys stand up. Are they all boys?
It's like guys, or like I don't know, whatever is the general. Estonian language doesn't have gender. It's difficult for me. The crew, yeah.
If I let your crew stand up, will you help me get information out of this unsavory dude?
I don't really know what I can do.
I believe in you. You're a leader. You're a leader amongst dwarves. And, I know you see into human souls because that's what a leader is. So can you help me see into this soul? Please.
Fancy words have never really been my...
What fancy words did I use?
I mean, I don't think I can... Sure, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
He looks
all right.
A little bit confused.
Just to let you know, should this man perish, you will not be trapped here. I will send you back to Shan in an instant. Don't worry.
Well, I appreciate that, but I would be a fool if I wasn't fearful of the House Lurandar's vengeance if one of their princes would die on a ship that we crew.
Princes, I see. Very good.
Can I, I'm actually going to tuck the standing stone in my pocket and make my way and come back.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear.
The passive aggressive dragon worked well.
I was just being factual. We are not effective.
You see Raya walking back up with two of the dwarves, Torhild's friends probably, close in tow.
Any news?
He doesn't want to say much. I think it would be difficult. This is out of earshot of him. I think it will be difficult to get information from him.
I found the standing stone. I think I'm going to try and use it very shortly. But maybe it would be good to speak to Aaron first. Just
Find out who the sending stone goes to.
that would be nice to know. Yeah.
Find out what House Rylander is planning to do.
I thought your friend was in mortal peril. Why are we wasting our time?
Turns out we can have lots of friends in mortal peril at once, it would seem. So are we related then?
You know what? I don't know.
Is that true?
Make an insight check.
I'm just gonna hover over my insight check.
Nice.
20. I mean, he seems to be hiding something all the time at this moment, and you know, I mean, he knows who you are. He clearly knows that, but you can't like specifically know if he knows if you're related or not.
Okay, that's
Now, if you want to get to business, I am prepared to talk about this like civilized beings. Cut this, go downstairs, and we can negotiate.
What's downstairs?
Well, it's away from prying ears and eyes, isn't it?
No.
We could carry you downstairs like this quite easily if just other ears around is the issue.
I'm pretty sure that there's something downstairs that would flip the power in some way. I don't know what it is, but that's my vibe.
Besides, you have been quite unhospitable to us, waiting till the last moment to share such a revelation with us. It's, I will say it again, it is a dick move.
Well, it seems we're at a dead end then.
Well, it seems like you'll be coming with us to the Mournland until you speak.
Yeah, I guess.
And from what I have gathered from the research that I have gone through, it is extremely dangerous there. Spells do not work as well as you would like, and I do love casting a spell. It would be awful if one of them was to go awry in your direction.
Make an intimidation check. With advantage.
With advantage. Cool, good. Why do I never get advantage? I'm extremely intimidating.
Well,
3.
oh man.
It's just yeah. It's so funny, this mechanic of it, because like you're speaking these things and you're like, yeah, this could be effectful, but like you're like, I have a -1 charisma, and it's just fun. It's just a funny, yeah. It's interesting not playing a charismatic.
Yeah.
A charisma-based character for a change. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, then I suppose we can talk down there as well. I must I'll let you know, just as a politeness. They are expecting word from me. If they do not get it, or they don't get favorable terms, they will kill your dear assassin friend.
I hope they know that that would be an extremely stupid thing for them to do. But maybe I'll tell them that directly, since this might be a bit above your pay grade. And I'll pull out the sending stone.
They'll be so disappointed for one of their princes to die here.
Are you a prince?
Sure.
According to his men, unless he's been lying to his men.
What?
Have you
He's a
been
prince?
lying to your men?
No, not that I know of. I feel like if anybody lied, it was you. You were the ones who turned around and decided to suddenly attack these good people and their captain, leaving them stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Can we just kill him, maybe?
Have we, as I have told your crew, they are not stranded. They can go home. They can go back to Sham. That is fine. You, however, it is a different story. These are facts. Also, we did not lie. You were just a dick.
I do not feel that this is a civilized conversation. If you wish, kill me. I'm clearly useless to you.
It's getting close to that.
He kind of leans his neck forward as if like presenting it to be slashed.
Where did we land? Or just like...
Oh, that's why I asked you here. I forgot. Raya, Zone of Truth.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, no, I actually forgot that was the thing I could do. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Stay right there, Aaron. Not that you have any choice. Okay.
Good one. Good one, Raya.
Draw my circle.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast Zone of Truth.
All right.
While you, because it takes 10 minutes to do that, while you do that, I'm also going to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Nice.
And just see if he has anything magical on him.
Nice. And I'm just going to hang out with my dragon.
All right. So, let me quickly... what's the range on Detect Magic again?
30 feet. And it lasts for 10 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Zone of Truth takes an action but lasts 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. I read that wrong. Apologies.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be asking your questions and I'll just slowly be casting that. So Zone of Truth first, then me.
Charisma saving throw on the... saving throw... Normal. Alright. Charisma saving throw, and your DC is 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cast out the spell. Yeah, it surrounds Aaron. This kind of a nimbus glow. He doesn't flinch, doesn't react. He just kind of keeps staring at you, Raya, with a smirk.
What do you and your family want with me?
Oh, just to meet, catch up.
Do we know that this has succeeded, by the way? Because she knows if it succeeds or fails.
Oh yeah, you do. Sorry. Yeah, with that answer, you realize that it has not taken hold of him.
I'll drop that.
So as I said, let's cut these and talk. I'm more than willing to answer your questions, provided that we talk as people, not as a prisoner to some militia.
I say let's call his bluff and take him down to the Mournland.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm happy to do it. Can I have a moment to take a call first?
Joe?
I'll hold up the sending stone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me who this goes through to? Just so I can be polite for the chat we're going to have.
Of course, it's the King of Breland. I have a direct line.
Oh, you're so pretentious, it hurts me.
I'm just going to insight check it, just in case
Make
it's
an
true.
insight check.
I have no chance as well. But
You're fairly sure it's not a direct line to the King of Breland.
Oh, what an
thanks,
asshole.
so good. Great, thank you, Aaron. I'd like to step away to like a far side of the ship. So like I want to say like within maybe so that Ink and Fennec can kind of hear a bit, but I want a little bit of distance so I'm not, you know, when you take a phone call, you don't want everyone staring at you. But I don't want to be miles away. But like a slightly quieter corner, if such a thing exists. And I was saying to the sending stone, so I got your message.
That's it?
For the moment. And then...
There's no answer to this.
I think you're going to want to answer this. I understand you're expecting Aaron and possibly only answer to him, but I thought you might make an exception for the heir of the house.
Make either persuasion or intimidation, depending on... Or deception, depending on what Raya believes.
I think she believes she's the heir of the house, so could I'm going to go persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Nice.
Right. There's another kind of a moment of silence. And then you hear... Here. You're nothing but a mutt. Go ahead, kill him. There are levels of survival that the house is willing to accept.
Sorry, who am I speaking to?
You do not hear an answer to that.
Incredible. Right, I understood that you wanted to negotiate with me. Aaron seems to be unhelpful, so I thought I'd go directly to the top. Although I'm not sure that's where I've reached. Some clarity would be helpful for us to move forwards.
We negotiate through him.
He doesn't seem to be a very good negotiator. You might want to rethink that one. Again, it would be helpful if you could clarify who you are and what you want.
Another kind of almost a minute goes by until you hear just kind of breathing, and then you hear Stan.
Ash?
And then again the connection is cut.
Okay, I'll wander back. Well, I got through to someone.
Oh, the King of Breland. Fantastic. What did he say?
You know, his manners are not as good as one would expect for someone so high up socially.
Oh, he's a senile, demented old fool, isn't he?
Yes, that must be the only explanation. Shall we look to the other two? Shall we have a quick word?
Mm-hmm.
Move away from Aaron.
Sure, you can kind of walk to the other end of the ship, the opposite railing from which Aaron is currently kind of propped up against. The crew is still, keeping tabs on you. You don't have a lot of room there, and they're not letting you just wander around the ship. They're letting you be in this kind of small space.
Making sure that none of the crew is like going to like beeline to run over to him as well. Mm-hmm. Like just keeping that an eye on that too.
I think perhaps we might need to take Aaron downstairs and have a word with him. I wasn't able to get much through the sending stone, although they did put me on with Ash for a moment, I think.
I feel we kill him. I whisper.
At least at the moment, they don't want to negotiate with me down the sending stone. If we just kill Aaron, we have no way of helping Ash or getting any sense of what they want or how we can move forward in this situation. We're just... I want to save Beb, and that's my top priority immediately, but if there's a way we can just, put a pin in things for now or reach a point in the negotiation where at least we know he'll be kept safe for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I can try again through the sending stone, but they, whoever they were, did not seem very open to negotiations.
I have a question. How much do you like Ash? I'm not laughing as the character, just so we know.
Have you been drinking the good berry wine?
It's just a question. We're in a hostage situation. How do you feel? What level of what are we working with here in terms of what are you prepared to put up and lose?
Almost anything. Which is what I would do for any of you, and for Beb, and for many other people I care about, okay? So shall we move forward with that? Are you suggesting that you think there's a way in which we could just leave Ash in this situation?
No.
Because I can tell you now, there's absolutely no way I'm going to let that happen.
Sure. Just interested.
All right. I have a question.
Yes.
Are we willing to stoop to the levels that they have stooped with us? Do
you mean riding asshole things in the sky? Little gotcha messages.
And threatening Aaron, potentially to pain, to lead them as a stalemate. They have one of ours, we have one of theirs.
I don't think they care about him.
We
That's
need
the
to know.
impression I've got too. I don't know that he cares that much either to be tortured or intimidated. It may work. Sorry, Inka,
I think he does. I just don't think we know his pressure points.
So we
I
need
think
to
he
find.
deeply cares.
It's how much Aaron values his life. He must know at this point that we could kill him at any moment. Betraying us here would be a stupid thing to do because he is an asshole. Definitely. But is he an asshole who is willing to save his own skin over the skin of House Lylander? I'm going to bet yes. He would rather save his own skin. There may be an agreement to come to. But we have to make sure we keep it as much as possible on our terms. And probably make it very aware that we will be willing, or at least, I'm going to lean in, at least seems as though losing Ash wouldn't be hurtful to us, even though we know that it is.
I worry that they already know that's not the case. Given I did, barge into the when he was driving the ship and sort of show my cards a bit there.
Maybe we need to show that we have changed our mind on that.
See,
the other option is we leave this and we just jump off the ship and we let them do their thing.
Sorry.
Well, they were going to let us do it anyway and say that they had Ash with no they weren't going to get anything out of us because we were gone. What was the point of telling us that they had him when they thought we were going to plummet and possibly die in the moonland? They obviously aren't trying to. They may not be trying to get to you. They may just be trying to find information out from him.
I mean, they already know that we know, and on the sending stone they were talking about, well, you need to negotiate with Aaron. And Aaron, I don't know if he was lying, he usually is, but I can't take the risk of just leaving this and who knows what will happen. Can we at least talk to Aaron and see what they want to negotiate? I don't understand this whole thing, but I think some leverage could be in me if they want me, or my old body, possibly. There's some leverage there in if I were destroyed, maybe that would ruin everything for them. And that is a card that could be a threat that could be made.
Yeah, great. That seems like a great idea.
As you're having this conversation, you kind of glance downwards, and you see that the ship itself has drifted a fair, probably like 25, maybe more meters down towards the mist. Slowly, but surely, the ship is lowering.
Okay.
Magic won't work soon.
We
That's
would
fine.
potentially could start plummeting.
Does the ship plummet?
Well, maybe not, but the magic is strange there. It could affect the elemental within the stone.
Oh, that's true. It's very true, isn't it? Okay, fine. Let's take him downstairs.
Looking at it, can Inkblot look over and kind of like thinking about how far we drifted down, kind of work out how long we have?
Make a perception check.
By the way, I am wearing clothes, just so everyone knows.
You're not going insane.
Could
It just looks a bit... Yeah, anyway.
Could I ask for more of an intelligence, like working out numbers and distances and working out in my head, like maybe like just a straight intelligence? Would that be? I will take your role if you.
I would allow Arcana actually.
An Arcana, okay. Like just thinking, yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
you would have studied. You would have studied the float wood that the ships are built out of, and you would know the general kind of rate of descent, apparently. So you probably have an hour.
I don't, but the book knows. Okay.
Yeah, you have an hour until the ship actually kind of skirts starts going into the mist. It's just very slowly descending.
Fennec, we need to take hold of this clue. We need to show them that we are the authority here, and they need to do what we are saying.
Oh, captaining days. Is that what you want?
Yes. You need to make sure that they know that we have the cards, that we are strong enough to take them all down or take the ship down with us, and that they need to give us free reign.
Okay, well, a lot of them are sitting, and I haven't undone that, so it's a good start. I am going to need a short rest.
We have an hour before we descend into the mist.
Which is the amount of time I need. Well, we better... Are we going downstairs then? What's the situation?
When we go downstairs, we are going to have either these crewmates are going to stop us, or we are going to Well, he wants us to unbound him.
Okay, so you. Okay. All right.
As you glance back, you see that Aaron is kind of calling over the dwarven leader, and they're kind of exchanging a couple of words at this point.
Oh, as soon as that happens, I'm walking over there to stand in between them.
I can also lip read, so hopefully see
yeah,
what he was saying.
Yeah, I will say because you were, conversating, make a perception check to glance over to see how much of the conversation you get.
And I'm walking straight over there now.
With the 17, you get a sense that Aaron is trying to buy this leader, kind of promising him money, promising that all would be good if he would find a way to release him. You, Inkblot, you kind of step in between them. Theron, I think, what was his name? Quickly kind of, they weren't like head to head, like whispering. They were more like, slowly, the dwarf was kind of walking closer. It was more like, psst, like, come on, like, I can tell you stuff, The moment you do that, the dwarf walks back again, kind of throws you a glance.
I'd say to the dwarf, what was it you were discussing?
Other options, all right? That's what you learn when you're sailing, especially over the moorland. You have to keep your options open.
Hey, Bud,
Yes,
I'd just like
we
to
do.
know. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Yes, you should keep these options open, but know that this man might not be the option you want. We are descending quite quickly. Know that I may be your only way out of here.
Well, then do it.
Well, I don't know if it's very good faith to have you be, negotiating with somebody else, someone who we've told you is not a good person, and is someone who does not have your best interests at heart. I'd like to know, on the topic of options, I can fucking fly. Have fun descending into the mist. We're out no matter what, buddy. So if you want to be aligned with us, you want to be aligned with us.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. All right, fine. With advantage?
No, straight one.
But I'm so intimidating.
You are. Clearly.
Yeah.
He's kind of takes another couple of steps back, looks at Fennec. The deal we have in place stands for now. But as you said, we're running out of fucking time, so I would appreciate you would get your dealings in order and get us the hell out of here, all right?
Well, appreciate it if you get your loyalty in order. Now let's get on with this, shall we? Let's go have a little chat, Aaron.
We require, I'm going to say to the dwarven sailor, we require a private room to have our dealings.
Well, I'm coming with you.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
I can't let you harm him.
Who said we're going to harm him? We're going to have a conversation.
Look, this is your word.
You can let us have this conversation, or I can make you let us have this conversation. And I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm going to make the airship shake, and my eyes flash like brilliant purple.
Make an intimidation with advantage. I'm sorry, Ariella.
Oh, sorry, friend.
Why is this happening?
Why is the advantage happening?
Yeah.
Because of he's using extra steps to make him appear very intimidating. I believe you have thaumaturgy or something like that.
No, I don't have thaumaturgy. But also, shouldn't my words be enough?
It depends on the roll. And they were. That was a good roll. But for Inkblot with a 13, you cast the spell, the ship kind of lurches. There's this spark in your eyes. It doesn't quite have the effect that you were hoping for, probably because you have, worn yourself out a little bit. Maybe the magic isn't working.
When the ship shakes, I like stumble a little bit.
Yeah.
I like move to the
Thurin doesn't back away, looks you straight in the eyes, pulls out his axe once again that he had kind of put away, just holds that in his hands and goes, "You know what? I must insist."
Do we have to have another little talk, Thorin?
I'm going to shove him with my telekinetic hand.
Oh no. Okay.
He needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked 5 feet backwards.
All right then.
All right. Let me find.
DC 17.
Mhm.
Oh, the dog just farted and it reeks. Sorry, viewers at home.
Strength saving throw. That's a 12.
Yeah, he's pushed back 5 feet. I say, well, show us the way.
He turns, walks down. You see the crew kind of part in front of him, confused, but they're letting you through for now.
How's Aaron? Is Aaron tied up to the mast?
No, he's just kind of. I'm kind of imagining him as like a rope burrito, just like completely tied around, but not tied to anything specifically. Like he's just on the floor, not being. He can't get up on himself on his own.
Can I either kind of keep him tied up and like either put an arm around my shoulder and kind of drag him down, or just literally carry him down?
Yeah, easy enough. He is bound. He can't really do anything. You walk back into the cabin, Aaron's cabin, where you had a dinner. That's where Thurin leads you.
Do you think we could maybe go in another room? Maybe our room?
Of course, your wish is my command. And he leads you to the right, to the room that's right in the opposite. Seems to be kind of a storage room. There's plenty of kind of chests and cupboards and different things, barrels. Nothing to really sit on. It's kind of dark. He walks you in, closes the door behind you, and stands in, kind of blocking the door. He doesn't leave the room.
In the room, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want him here? Sorry, that's a really meta question.
Stan doesn't seem particularly concerned.
Okay.
But
Worst comes to worst, we kill them both, you know?
I can give us a private space. That is all. But if we need it, we will have it.
You said you can get us all home. How?
Teleportation.
Why not do it right now?
Don't need to do it right now. You may have a ship that could take you away.
Well, can we get on with it? This is aggravating.
sure, why don't you begin by laying out your terms?
Fine. Raya stays on this ship alongside me, who will be freed. We fly to Stormhome, wherein Stan will take Ash's place. Ash will be freed. No harm will come to him.
Can I ask, just out of curiosity, if that was the negotiation, why did you wait until we jumped off a ship to instigate it? I think you've had quite a lot of opportunities, like a lovely dinner with some excellent food that we all enjoyed together. It seems a little odd if this was the plan all along or is this just our family's flair for the dramatic coming out?
I may have misjudged your abilities. I felt that if you would come back from the morning weakened but victorious, that my position would be one of strength. I did not know that you could turn into, so mighty eagles in a flick of a wrist.
There is much more than that we can do.
Well, don't worry, it's a mistake the house will no longer make.
So, and if we had just continued descending into the morning, and as many people do, died in the morning, if I had died in the morning, the house would be fine with that, would they?
There is a level of survival that we are willing to accept.
What does that mean? This has come up multiple times. What does this mean?
Thank you, yes.
If this Stan Raya would perish, it would make the continuation of the house very difficult. There are certain things that are tied to her that ripple like a wave throughout the house. If she dies, that ripple would greatly diminish the house's power. But again, as I said, there is a level of survival for the house that we are willing to accept.
So it's a gamble on some level.
Not everything is revealed to me, I'm afraid. I cannot give you all the answers as much as I wish I could.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think, well, Raya, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think your current deal will not work.
Well, I'm prepared to
So-
offer an alternative.
Perfect. We'll hear option number 2.
You are chasing a figure named as Ivan Forius, and he possesses a certain wand. If this wand would be delivered to the Kraken, Ash would be freed, and him and Stan could have a beautiful life ever after, free of the house's influence. My word on this.
Just to be clear, you're working with Ivan. Raya.
Can I insight check that previous offer? Is that I mean, obviously the heavier. I mean, I'll insight.
What are you
check
inciting
it,
it?
obviously.
What are you inciting for?
Mainly, but I know they're gonna screw us. But maybe I should insight check for anyway. Would they seriously? I feel like I know the answer. Is that a serious offer that's an alternative to Raya or Stan turning up? Or is this just kind of a decoy for the
Make
same
an insight.
thing?
Mhm.
I think the happily ever after stuff is obviously not. But anyway, that's me. Yeah. Oh well.
With a 16,
Mhm.
you get a sense that they also want the wand. You get a sense that they are both equal offers in that the house will win with either of those. And they don't particularly, or he doesn't seem to particularly care which one you go for.
Mm.
I will bamf out my quill, open my notebook, and I will write down. So he can't see. I'll write down, accept this offer. They will keep him alive until they can get their wand, if we can prove we can get it, at that point, we betray. And I'll show that to both of them. And then I will tear out the bit of paper, and I will use something to burn it. Either a spell or a torch. I can't get back to my spellbook to see if I can do either.
Yeah, probably you can.
Can I? Oh no, I'm going to crumple it up, and I'm just going to throw it out the window.
All right, sure.
Tear it up a bit. I'll tear it up and just throw it out the window.
I'll give a little nod to Ink.
Do we have a deal? I don't think we have a lot of time.
I think we do. Fire shooter. Yes, I think we can shake on it, so to speak.
So you will go after Ivan?
We have much information on the man, and it is in our interest to see him taken down. This wand we have little interest over.
Good. Well, I think you will find him near the glowing chasm. That's where our intelligence says he went last. I wouldn't mind being freed, obviously. I'll wait for you. So we can go back to Stormhome and complete this transaction and be out of each other's lives. What joy to make friends.
Yes, that sounds like a wonderful arrangement. I just think it would be worth noting now, if your house were to do anything to Ash, if you were to kill him, that would be the single stupidest thing you could do. We will have control of the wand, and I obviously have control of myself as much as anyone does. If you harm him further, we will do everything in our power to destroy all routes for your house's survival. Okay?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh.
He holds your gaze. Goes after you're done. There's just a slight ghost of a smile as he goes. There is a level of survival the house is willing to accept. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Do they train you to talk like that? Like some kind of evil caricature? Or is that just like why you were chosen for the job?
Oh yes, it's that and ball dancing. Two things.
That and what, sorry?
Waltz.
What?
Dancing, waltz.
Waltz dancing.
Two things.
Did you ever waltz dance in front of us? Oh, it's a metaphor. Because evil people make metaphors. Okay.
Can you
You're such a
release?
pleasure
Can you
to be
cut
around.
me free finally?
We will
so-
happily cut you.
That doesn't mean I'm going to stop talking, though.
At this point, Theron is the one to kind of step forward, brandishing the axe, kind of going to cut Aaron free.
No. Wait one moment.
Yes.
Did we say that's what was going to happen? I think we're perfectly capable of using our own machinery to cut this little squirrel free. Thorin, take a step back and remember the loyalties that we talked about. What are you doing? What, you little puppet to this little puppet master? You want to free him? No. Step back.
I just misunderstood the situation. God.
No. No. Step back. You wait till I tell you.
He steps back towards the door.
I'm gonna bamf out my quill and book,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to write secretly to myself. I'm going to write, Theron, would you and your crew like off the ship now?
Handing it to.
And I'm going to walk over and I'm just going to open it and see what it says. We'll see what it just nod or shake your head.
Can I write?
Well, yes. I'll hand over my quill.
For the crew. Then he goes back to the book. He writes, if we leave now, then you will have to kill him.
I will click and the quill will disappear from his hand. Close book. I'll say, interesting.
Is it no loose ends? Anyway.
Makes sense.
So what do you want? What do you want? What's happening? What do you want?
Are we going?
We should discuss privately. Oh, boo-hoo.
I really
Theron.
hate this NPC. Like, the most I've ever hated an NPC. I hate this NPC.
Well, I'm not going anywhere, am I?
No. And I will like sort of like usher everyone out to the room, including Theron.
Mhm.
And like with the intention of ushering everyone out the room and closing the door and leaving him in there for a bit.
Okay.
If people are obliging.
All right. Yeah, you reconvene in the hallway, just between the room, the kind of storage room you were just in, and the room that would lead to Aaron's office / bedroom. Just where you actually had your dinner. The table is still there, the large kind of oak table. Standing there.
I'm just gonna use my ritual cast ability to just instantly cast detect magic. 30 feet to see, and I'll probably open the door and look at him as well. Just making sure you're okay, and just see if he's got anything on him quickly.
So, you
And if,
you spot some enchantment magic underneath the table, at the seat where Aaron sat when he had the dinner with you. I mean, you can see this kind of slight aura. Almost looks like a wand or a staff kind of underneath the table there.
Okay. I will upturn the chair, or I will upturn the chair / table and have a look.
You find a kind of a small, rather colorful, frail-looking wand. Kind of a golden hue. There's this kind of diamonds or some kind of jewels embedded into the wand itself.
Darren, do you know what this is?
Some kind of a stick with gems.
Very good. Okay, I'll take it. Spin it around in my hand. So, we have our deal. We know what we have to do. Are we jumping now or are we jumping tomorrow? If we jump tomorrow, it means we have to release him now, and he's going to have to bring us up above the mists. Unless I try and communicate with the beast.
I think we've made our deal with Aaron. It would seem odd if he now decided to immediately turn on us or kill us. He also knows that we can overpower him with ease. So,
Very much so. Also, there is the option, keeping my voice down, given some time, if the crew wanted to leave, they could, but to do so would, of course, mean getting rid of our friend. From what I understand.
You talking about me?
I am talking about you. Who else? Yes, I'm talking about you.
What do you mean? I mean, no. Yes?
Okay. I am just concerned the crew here are not part of this thing.
No. He kind of is taking. There's like a bowl of bread. He's like taking the bread out of and he's eating it.
I would hate to leave them in this awful predicament. Trapped with this man. But I understand that betraying this man going on your own way would probably not work in your favor.
If anybody learns about it, yeah. That's why I said that if you get us out of here, then he needs to die, because otherwise the house will learn that we betrayed him.
You've not betrayed anyone yet.
Nah, I think from his viewpoint, we haven't exactly earned our wages.
You haven't done anything wrong. You attacked us, probably like he instructed. However, we have overpowered you and him.
Well, that's how they say in Charn, your opinion.
You know, when you're the crew bringing back exactly what the house have always wanted at the end of all this, they may be able to overlook some bumps along the way.
All right.
Maybe. I would really just like to leave him.
On a beet farm in the middle of nowhere.
How did you know that?
Just a guess. Like side-eye to Finnick.
Magic.
All right. Unfortunately, I think it is probably safer for you to stay on the ship. Question is, do we want to go now? Go today? Start this journey of ours? It looks like we're going to be traveling from the mountains north of Metro, through Metro, and then south to the chasm.
I mean, I feel okay. It's probably more up to you two. Because,
I definitely need a rest. And also, I don't know why. It makes me feel really like they were just. And so my head is like constantly there.
Do we want to take a quick break?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
A quicker, longer break?
The thing is, we're finishing at 7.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Anyway.
Take a brief pause to discuss.
No, it's okay. I just.
Yeah. Cool.
I need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need downtime.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what we're doing. Do I get a vote in this?
In the nicest way, I don't think so. None of this is nice. None of this is good. I think that we're going to have to leave the sending stone with him. I'm going to take whatever this is. Fennec needs a short rest, which will need to happen either here, and if we do it here, there's a chance that we will descend. Theron, do you know what happens when this ship descends below the mist?
I mean, I've heard of some stories.
What stories?
Thunder's spine.
Oh, good. Okay.
He's got black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Okay. Well, perhaps we short rest the moment we get down there. We all have a featherfall token. We can all fall down. We can short rest as soon as we get down there.
I think that might be the way.
Yes. Start this journey. The quicker we find Pippet, the quicker we get to Metrol and get this... Well, we might not even have time to do that. Then we somehow have to get over to the chasm. I find it strange that they're just going to let us go down there, not go straight to the chasm. But I don't want to question that.
They're making some odd decisions, I think it's fair to say. But...
Let's not question it. When I popped my head through the door, did what's his chops have Aaron have anything magical on him?
Nope.
Okay. I think we descend into the mist. Now, the longer we're here, the more likely we're going to trip up and make mistakes. Would you like to use the sending stone? Tell them that we will bring them the key. And then we go.
Sure. Everyone's happy with that. Hello, it's the Mutt speaking. Just to let you know, we've spoken to Aaron and agreed that we will fetch the key wand for you. So if you could please hold tight, not do anything stupid, and we will, I assume, see you in person very soon.
There's no answer to this.
They probably heard me.
I think we need confirmation.
I would like confirmation that you have received this message.
The message has been received.
Thank you so much.
Right. Let me just go have a look around our friend's room, see if there's anything else in there, and then we should go.
You go to Aaron's room. Looking around, Stan/Raya has done a pretty thorough job of basically trashing the entire room. Make an investigation check.
Cool. This is with my detect magic up as well, just seeing if I can find anything of interest. In investigation. Oh, that was only a 12.
Yeah.
11.
With an 11? Nope. It seems like everything's been trashed open. There's clothes everywhere. Nothing interesting.
Nothing
besides...
magical.
Yeah, nothing magical.
Cool. Perfect. All right. Feather tokens ready? Let's see if we can find Nyx.
Oh, Nyx!
Hopefully she's somewhere down there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Add her to the list of people who have been hurt by knowing us. Okay. I'm going to not think about that anymore.
Let's go. Thaden, we're going to jump off the ship now. Thank you for your hospitality. I mean, if you want to keep him in the ropes for a little bit longer, feel free. We're going to go now.
It's fine. Do you want some bread? No, it's fine. You know what you're doing.
That's very thoughtful, though. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right, you walk again to the edge of the ship. The railing has been opened. There's like a small gate there. It's still open. You again walk to the edge. Jump, knowing that you can cast Feather Falling. And fall into the mists below. Let's take a break and see what happens next.
I'm back.
2, 3,
4,
4, 5. Okay, and we're live. Back, I mean. So as you plunge yourselves towards the mists that are kind of looming, can you loom below? I guess you can, in a way. Even in the darkness, there's enough glow of the skyrite that's, I believe, still going. Looking to the right and the left, you can see to either side of the horizon, the mist, just a constant sea below you. And there's kind of a wrongness to it that becomes even more so as you actually fall into it. You get a sense that even though your hair is moving, or like you should be falling through a wind, there should be a breeze, there's a strange lack of anything comforting about it. It's almost like a static, unmoving, untouched force that's making this wind-like effect happen. And you get a sense that the winds themselves, they don't penetrate. They don't have an effect on you. You don't offer, there's no resistance to this. It's just there. Looking back up, light, sound around you becomes muted. The air feels heavy, stagnant as you fall through it. You fall until the wings unravel automatically. And for the last couple of, 100 feet, you float like feathers. You can't really see more than, 5 meters ahead of you. There's just a mist everywhere. Until you see rooftops, kind of red bricked houses, white bricked houses as well. And you see a street ahead of you that you land onto. As you take a look around, repack your parachutes, as it were, moving through the mists, quiet, deathly quiet, still. The only sounds you hear are your companions next to you, the footsteps of them. There is the stillness and quiet itself, leaving you with a kind of an oppressive sense of unease. You're somewhere in Metral.
All right. We should find somewhere to hunker down, gather our bearings, rest for a moment.
I think that's a good idea.
We need to head north. I think right now, let's not worry about the Master's call. Let's go find Pepet.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I can't see Nyx.
Maybe she'll find her way to us.
Yes. We will leave perhaps our markers here. Say that we were here. That we are heading to the northern mountains, perhaps. She will then come in that direction.
She knew where we were heading anyway.
She did.
So.
Yes. Right.
I mean, there are buildings to either side of you. You are in what seems to be, or should have been, a busy, even a clustered city. There's doors, many doors on this street. You can go and just walk up to one and try and open it.
I want to see if I can look for any buildings that look. I assume all of these buildings are abandoned, but anything that looks sort of structurally intact.
All of them look structurally intact. None of them are ruined. None of them have anything wrong with them. They are just completely empty. Or it seems like there's nobody around. There's nothing.
Okay.
But there's no signs of war or destruction.
Mm-hmm. So it's preserved. We can think about this in a moment. I look for a building that has a front and a rear exit, like two So if we needed to get out of there quickly, that we're going to get hemmed into the house if we needed to run. And I want to look for some sort of building which might be good to just hunker down and hide in. Preferably one where we don't have to travel very far.
Alright, 1 second as I get the thing open. Scrolling. In the darkness, in the mists, scrolling. So, you can kind of imagine almost London in terms of the level of people living next to each other, houses and apartments next to each other. Make a survival check, sure. Inkblot, as you try to kind of get a general sense of the layout, and trying to pick out the best place to lay low.
Fennec like to help me with this? Yeah, shall we roll each?
Yeah.
One each? Yeah.
$18, $23.
Yeah.
All right. So both of you find or get a sense that there's probably like an inner courtyard in one of these apartments, big kind of building blocks. You get one that seems to both face the street and would make sense that the back windows would face the courtyard. As you walk up to the door is unlocked.
Sneaky.
Sure. Make stealth checks. Everybody who's trying
I
to
feel
be
like
stealthy.
that's...
Oh no.
We're moving, like, trying not to be seen or discovered.
So many dice. 18, 10, 12. I mean, you're doing your best as much as you can. But
Average stealthy.
you feel rather clunky walking here. You walk up to the door. There's kind of a blue, rather large door leading into this apartment, the first ground floor apartment. Pushing against it, feels unlocked. Feels like it would open.
Open it.
Mm-hmm. Inside, you find a hallway. There's a staircase leading to the upper floor. As you walk in to the left, there's a room, kind of 20 feet square. And you see there's a table there. There's plates of food. You still see steam rising from the food, as if it's just been recently cooked. And you see two eerily still bodies sitting at the table in front of the plates. They don't move, they don't breathe. They're just there.
Excuse me. Hello?
Hello?
No answer. They don't move.
Are they alive?
Over.
Walking over, you see bodies of a young kind of half-orc couple. Both of them are half-orcs. Their bodies have not decomposed, despite the morning being fairly, a couple years ago. They're just there. Eyes open. Not moving, not breathing, not reacting to you. It's like everything has been preserved.
I just want to touch one of them.
You touch them. Feels cold. Everybody make a perception check.
Okay. Not me.
Ooh. With a 16 ink blot, you notice on one of the walls there is a framed picture of the same couple, as well as what seems to be a young half-orc daughter holding a doll, kind of a family portrait. The rest of you, as well as Inkblot, hear this kind of a howl emanating from somewhere in the city. And then you start hearing footsteps on the roof, maybe on the second or the first kind of upper floor. You see dust falling between the floorboards down.
I will grab one of the ropes. Oh, this could go badly. I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
We're
DPK,
going to the pocket
DPK.
dimension, right? Let's
Pardon?
go into the pocket dimension.
Yeah. I'm going to
Also,
grab...
did I have a short rest? Where did we land on that?
No, we haven't had a
Not
short
yet.
rest. We've just landed.
Ooh, let's go and have a short rest in the pocket dimension.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Rope Trick on the rope and throw it into the air, just like the first 10 feet of it, so we don't have to climb far.
All right. Roll a D100 for me.
No. 60.
The spell goes through. The rope kind of starts levitating, starts just almost like a helicopter kind of just spinning, causing this pocket dimension appear. As you all kind of get ready to get into this safe haven, you hear the footsteps coming down towards the staircase itself. You all
Also,
Yeah.
looking at it, like, it's spinning around wildly is not how I usually see it. Like, is that not, like, does it look like it's been cast?
No, I just improvised a random effect.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
fine,
that's
fine.
it works as intended. I was just more kind
Okay,
of
cool.
flair.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm in, and I'm just gonna jump in. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in.
I'll be the last one up, but I'm also heading up.
All right. Raya, make a perception check as you're the last one to go in.
Sure.
All right. So with a 14, there's a moment before you really retreat, and you just see kind of on the staircase this creature, this thing. Their arms and legs, 2 of each, splayed out across the kind of space of the staircase. Shaped like human. There's a head, limbs, and torso, all in the right place. But it doesn't look like a person you've ever seen. You see grayish bones and muscles right through the skin. It's almost as if this was some kind of a golem, a strange thing that's made of random bits of flesh wrapped together in liquid glass. And the strangest thing, perhaps, is that the entire body, maybe the translucent skin, maybe the spoiled meat interior, is glowing with this kind of sickly green, yellow, unearthly light as it kind of turns towards you, Raya, and you just hear. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, so it saw us then.